Good afternoon. I'm Kathy with the Enchanted Quilt, and welcome to our inventory unboxing today. We actually sort of figured out the problem with our Facebook last week, and I think we've found a solution to it. But we've got quite a bit to show you today. Alright, we've restocked the rug slice, and we've shown that to you in the past. We were out of the cake mix recipe papers. These are the ones that you lay on 10-inch squares like a layer cake and stitch on the lines. Of course, I can't show it to you, but stitch on the lines and cut it, and you've got a perfect blocks. And there's like 12 of them. This is number 4, and number 4 makes these 4 blocks, and they're perfect. They're perfectly lined up because you've stitched on the lines. Alright, if somebody's wanting to have a good book on learning to quilt, this is a good one. It's called First Time Quilt Making. We've got some more purple things in, which is one of my very favorite tools. It's very inexpensive, and I think every quilter needs to have 2 or 3 of them. We've gotten some of the inspirational mug mats in. These are the ones that have the batting, and you quilt as you go, and you have a panel in there, and it makes 8 of these. And the mug mats aren't teeny. They're a pretty nice size. They're like 8.5 by 10.5, so they're sizable. We've got some more of the Pin Pal books in. Now this book has 40 different pin cushions, and I'm a pin cushion fanatic. And Lisa and I think Amanda made some of these too, and I'll show you. These are just a few of them out of that book. Use your scraps. That's a good way to use them up. And these are so cute. And the book is like $22.99. And we give 20% off on most of the books we get in, so that's a good buy. So, put these back in here. And we stuff these with crushed walnut shells. Helps keep your pins sharp and weights them down. We've replenished the Sleepy Sloth from Elizabeth Hartman. We got in some more purple rotary cutters, and if you're in the market for a new rotary cutter, that's a good one because it's nice and pretty. Let's see. Oh, these are some sewing machine needles. These are the Microtex Sharp 7010 needles. You would use that on maybe a little lighter weight fabrics. These are needle pullers. Great if you're doing any kind of hand sewing and you have trouble getting the needle pulled through your fabric. Put this on your thumb, and it gives you a good grip on it. This is the medium large one. It does come in sizes. Looks like we've replenished one of our red 14-inch zippers. No, this is the 22-inch zipper. These are the red ones. Alright, last week we showed you the Cardinal quilt and the border from Cinnaberry, and I was correct in the fact that bolt was almost gone, and I tried to order another bolt, and it said temporarily out of stock. I didn't think I was going to get it, but somebody must like me there because a 12-yard bolt showed up. So now we have some more of that Cinnaberry. Get rid of some of these boxes. And these are new rulers. Okay, this one's not new. This is a replacement. This one's called Slim. This is by Angela Walters. She has probably at least 8 rulers out now to quilt with, either on your sewing machine or your mid-arm or long arm. Okay, this is a new book by It's So Em. It's called It's Witch's Night Out. And I like this one because it is Halloween, but all these blocks are pieced. They're not applique. And this book is another one of the books that has the spiral back on it that you can open it and lay flat. So there's some pumpkins. What else? There's a cat and a broom. I missed that. Cat and a broom. That's cute. Pumpkins. There's a real cute. Oh, that's a pumpkin too with a star in it. I'm looking at this upside down, so that's not doing a very good job figuring all this out. There's another pumpkin, just a bunch of different pumpkins, but there's the quilt. Alright, here's some brand new rulers. Creative Grid has a few rulers that are called Itsy Bitsy 8s. And if you're working on something that is small pieces and they're very precise, this has the 1/8 inch markings on here. And if you're not familiar with Creative Grid rulers, all their rulers have these little grippy dots on the back, and then the grippy strip around it helps keep it in place when you're using it. And the 8s are marked in diamonds the whole way across here in 2 different places. And then all your lines are there. This is a nice ruler. But if you're usually used to doing very, very simple things, then this would be kind of overkill, and it might get to your eyes, and if you don't really need it. And this one measures at, I think I figured, looks like 8, close to 8 inches wide, which is a nice width, and it goes 24 long. Here's another one. This is a, let's see how big this one is. 15, looks like about a 15-inch square, and it also has all the 1/8 inch markings on it, and it has your 45-degree lines on it as well. And we got in a couple more of the felted wool pressing mats, and these are the ones that should fit a standard TV tray. And you can just place this on top and utilize that, sit it beside you as you're sewing so that you have a pressing surface handy. This pattern is called Summer Swag. It's a new Krista Moser pattern. She's done it in red, whites, and blues, and I just love that pattern. I think we may make that up. We got 2 new bolts of sewing fabric. This one looks like flowers, but it's actually buttons made to look like flowers. And then this one has all the sewing paraphernalia on it. These are really pretty. Bright colors make a great apron. These are 2 bolts from Bonnie and Camille's line. Oh, this is their basics. And the reason I got these in was that pattern, that Summer Swag that you just saw, calls for a lot of red and blues, and it actually calls for a plaid. And I looked everywhere to get a nice red and blue plaid, and this was as close as I could get that might do the job. If you're looking for a blue or a red plaid, that might work for you. This is a replacement fold if you're doing any kind of patriotic. This is navy blue on white. It's from Moda. It's called Moda Modifications is what it's called. It's the name of the line. And we have that in navy blue with white stars. We have it in red with white stars, and we have it in white with red stars. This is a replacement for our charcoal Bella Solid. We sell a lot of this. It's a very, very nice color as well as fabric. We got some more of the Country Bunnies in from the pattern basket. We've got that one hanging in here. We got some more of the 10-inch Lori Holt design boards. We got one in green and red and blue. Those are selling real well. We got some more of the panel playbook, so if you're wondering what to do with panels, you love them, but you don't know what to do with them, that's a great book. Some replacement thread. This is the granite. This is from Masterpiece from Superior. It's a 50 weight. And then this is called Greystone. It's also from Superior. And then we got a replacement box of white from Aurifil. We love that thread. It's also 50 weight. Okay, we got another Lori Holt. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got it taped shut. Another Lori Holt. Is this one taped? Yeah. A book holder, and most of her books have the spiral backing on them so that you can open them up and stand them up. Be easy to read while you're working. Got a new pink Olfa mat. That's a great mat to put on a TV tray, just like that pressing mat. So you could use the pressing mat, move it. If you need to cut, then use this. All right, we've got one more box. A 20 by 20 inch pillow form, and what we're going to do with these is if you're familiar with Elizabeth Hartman Patterns, she has a couple of new ones out, and I showed them the other week. One's called Savannah, and it has a variety of I think there's a giraffe and a zebra and a wildebeest, and so they're African animals, and you can actually take and just do one block of those and make a pillow out of it. And so I think we're going to do her lemur pattern. I just love those little lemurs, and we thought they were cute, so we're going to make a pillow using the lemurs. And I know that some of you are familiar with these. These have been around a while. It's So Emma has bought this company out. It's called Triangles on a Roll. And I personally love the Spinning Stars, which do the same thing, but they only go to 3 or 3.5 inches, whereas these Triangles on the Roll go from 1 inch clear up to 6 inches. So they've got a few more sizes. So I decided to step out and get these in, and we've got a whole box of them here, all these different sizes. And basically it'll tell you on here how wide to cut your fabrics, and then you cut your papers off the roll, lay them on your fabrics, and sew on the lines, and then cut them, and you have perfect half square triangles. So if you're kind of OCD about your piecing, this is a great way to make sure that everything comes out the way it should. All right, now behind me, I showed you this pattern last week, and it's called Morning Star. It's by Cindy McCracken, and it uses two of the Dream Big panels. So we have the pink ones and we have the blue ones, and then there's a panel called Supernova, and that's this, and you cut and it's kind of like putting a puzzle together. It's very easy to do, much easier than I thought it would be. Amanda got it done in very short length of time, and it turned out beautifully. So if you're interested in that, it's called Morning Star. Okay. All right, I think that's all we have today. We didn't have a lot of traffic this week. They're all stuck together. We have Miss Quilty here. Miss Quilty needs to say goodbye to everybody because she is moving on to bigger and better things for her. We're going to miss her, not just for doing this. She does a lot of other stuff too. Okay. She's wonderful. She does all the displays here at the shop, and I'm not near as creative, and neither is Amanda, so we're going to miss her. Melissa Whitaker, you are the winner of our $10 gift certificate this week. So with that, stay cool and have a wonderful weekend.